And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the LMC Home Improvements Fieldhouse here in Marshfield as we get ready for conference volleyball here tonight. And our first act tonight, before I tell you all about tonight's volleyball, is the national anthem sung by the members of the Marshfield Senior High School Choir. Just moments away here in Marshfield. Looking forward to it all. Jason Zaleski here alongside John Standifer on the ones and twos. Today's coverage brought to you in part by First Choice Credit Union. First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce are your rural mutual agents in Marshfield. They offer a full line of insurance products. Contact Rural Mutual for a free quote today. And Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust at Infinity Exteriors. This is conference match number 2 for both of these teams. Wausau West got the best of Wisconsin Rapids a couple of days ago, and Marshfield over Wausau East in a sweep last week. Marshfield coming off a 3-0 sweep against Mosinee on Tuesday night, and I talked to Coach Marshfield Tigers head coach Josh Connect about that loss before today's game, and he said, listen, in that first set we got out to a 7-1 opening. We felt pretty good about ourselves, and then Mosinee just dominated us for the rest of it. Talked fairly candidly with Coach Connect about Mosinee, and Coach feels that the Mosinee Indians are very good in 2025, and it was a learning opportunity at practice yesterday on Wednesday for his Tigers, reflecting on being swept by the Indians and then getting ready for Wisconsin Rapids here today. When you need to make an impression, the professionals at Heinz Printing and Promotional can bring your ideas to life. Call today for a free quote on your next project. Heinz Printing and Promotional on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and HeinzandPrinting.com. Likewise, I talked to Wisconsin Rapids Raiders head volleyball coach Faith Bazzelli, and Faith and I just talked about the growth of her team. It's been a tough road for Lincoln volleyball over the last number of years. A tough road that has been at or near the bottom of the conference for a long time. Going up against Marshfield, by the way, tonight, who is winners of 5 consecutive Wisconsin Valley Conference titles. And Coach said, yeah, we realize that. It's not that big a concern. We just want to compete really well. We did get a set against them last year, and we just want to do a little better than that today. We want to build on the points we have and then, keep working towards, winning a set and maybe winning a second set. And Faith had commented to me about that endurance. Communication is the number one thing her team is working on. Endurance is the second thing, because they are winning some games this year, and that's causing them, right? And I chuckle a little bit because it's one of those things that comes with success is more hard work. Hard work gets you success, and then you need more hard work beyond it, and that's what Coach and her Raiders have learned this year is, well, when we don't get swept, which is obviously not what we want, now we got to play more games. And so now we need more endurance, right? We can win that first or second set, which is going to make us play a fourth. And maybe if we win another, we play a fifth. And we haven't had to endure that. So endurance is one of the things for Coach Bazzelli's Raiders this season that they are working on. Rice's More Than Floors of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile remnants, and quality flooring. Visit the showroom, visit the website, and give Rice's More Than Floors a call today. And here's a big one, folks. This all starts on Saturday, so put it in your calendar right now. I use the calendar on my phone, and then every day my phone tells me where to go because I put those reminders in as appointments days and weeks and months ago. Put this one in. Maple Fall Fest in Marshfield, September 13th and 14th. That's Saturday and Sunday. Check out arts and crafts vendors, the Kids Zone, great food. Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, coming up in just 38, 40 hours, whatever it is from now, at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. It's the Maple Fall Fest. I've been there a few times. Usually I go with my wife. She will be in the UP this weekend, so I have other things, which is opening weekend of archery hunting starting on Saturday. So I do have some things going on. But I would not be surprised if you see me at the zoo, not in the cage, but actually eating some of the great food and other things happening at Maple Fall Fest in Marshfield, Saturday and Sunday. Here we go. We're going to serve it up. Conference volleyball is now on Zaleski Sports. Served by Paige Schlagenhoff, and the hit is good for the Raiders through the block of the Tigers. And the Raiders score first. Looked to me like that was Emma Anderson, a junior, for these Raiders. Actually, they don't put the grades on here. Emma Anderson, whatever grade she's in, is served here by Avery Dunn, and it's an ace for Avery. The Rapids out to a good start here tonight against, again, the 5-time defending conference champion Marshfield Tigers. Get some sounds of the game. We've got a microphone placed strategically on the court somewhere. I won't tell you where. Maybe now you know after that whistle blew. Here's Dunn again on the serve. Attempt not to let that interfere, though, with our action. Tigers get the 3 ball. Della Smith in back. Raiders up to the challenge. 3 ball coming. Good communication you heard there from Marshfield. There's a middle swat, and that'll be good enough. It doesn't have to be spectacular every time, right, folks? Sometimes just the swat is all that's needed. I'll get a number on that here momentarily. That was Sophia Olsen. So Sophia records her first kill here in home conference play, and an ace sent over by Angela Barnhart. So Tigers rally back, tied up at 2. Barnhart is sophomore. We do get the grades from Marshfield. 5'7" sophomore is Angela. And she'll serve it again. Serve is good. Received by Danica Rosenthal, and into the net go the Raiders. Marshfield now beginning to build just a bit. So here's Barnhart again. Her Tigers now lead 3-2 after 3 straight, and gives it back. Valley Communities Credit Union for 90 years. VCCU, right? Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where communities come first. Federally insured by NCUA. Serve here on this Brostowitz with the serve. Dumped over by Smith, and it's good. It's good. Brostowitz was watching carefully on that side. That ball just inside the line. It'll be senior middle hitter Sophia Olsen to serve. Sophia gracing the cover of our Zaleski Sports Headlines magazine. There are still copies of that at Pick and Save of Marshfield. Everywhere else is sold out. But you can still find copies on the bottom rack at Pick and Save. An ace by Olsen, but yeah, Sophia on the cover. And she does well for me there by serving an ace while I advertise her appearance on the magazine. Front cover. I actually got to hand Sophia the magazine fresh off the press. I didn't intend to. I'll tell you that story later. Blocked by Smith. Della Smith, senior. Brick wall up front. Actually, that was a levitating brick wall. It's my form of terms of endearment. A jumping brick wall. Most people wouldn't like that, probably. There's Lily Adler up front, making her presence known. Tigers now 7 of the last 8 points, 7-3. Coach Connect, arms folded, stands at the back boundary, watches Olsen serve up another good one. Outside swing and down, kill there for Danica Rosenthal. Falca Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on your accomplishments, both on and off the courts. Best of luck this year from Falca Brothers. Okay, after the kill from Rosenthal, we get Natalie Bone. And Bone serves up an ace. Bone, a strong Southwood County family name. And height, too. The Bones have had height over the decades. And here's another one. And serve that one long, just as I was starting to talk nice about Natalie. Substitutions come in. What else we have going on around here? Time to get your heat set up for the winter. It's going to be cold soon. Listen, it's Wisconsin, right? So contact Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local heating and furnace dealer right here in Marshfield. They've got the products and expertise to do it right at Rigel Plumbing and Heating. Good serve there from Natalie Delaney, 5'8" sophomore, as my friend Brent Musburger used to pronounce it. Sophomore. I miss Brent. I don't know. I thought I heard him on a football game last year out in, the middle of nowhere, California. Here's Tigers, Della Smith, kill. Good hands from Rosenthal. Blocked it out of bounds, so it'll go down as a kill for Smith. And a 10-5 lead for the Tigers. Another one here for Delaney. That one just rescued off the back line. Time for the Tigers here up front, and kill delivered by Adler. I do want to point out that the serve receive was good from Ruby Marty. The good serve received as Tigers powerful up front. 11-5. Dug up by Smith. Dig in the back on the other side by Brostowitz. Volley continues here at 11-5. And off of the antenna. That'll go down as a point for the Tigers. See what else we've got going on here. Oshkosh North and Menasha football tonight. Part of our 18 football games this weekend here on Zaleski Sports. Ace baby for Delaney. That's right, 18 football games. Oshkosh North, Menasha, our Thursday special. Volleyball, Neilsville at Assumption, Iowa Scandinavia at Auburndale, Northland Pines at Mosinee, DC Everest at Wausau West, and Wausau East at Stevens Point. Yeah, indeed, we are your Wisconsin Valley Conference Volleyball Broadcast Network. Got them all on tonight. And almost every night in conference play anyway. A miss hit there by the Raiders. We're going to get a timeout. Timeout on the board. Wisconsin Rapids calls it, and we will step aside here briefly. You're watching Valley Conference Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh. Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Back here at the LMC Home Improvements Fieldhouse, home of the Marshfield Tigers. Volleyball conference game, match, duel, right? It's a duel. 14-5, Marshfield over Wisconsin Rapids out of the Lincoln timeout. And you need what out of a timeout, gang? Side out. Side out of a timeout. It's mandatory. It's the first thing coach says in the huddle is get a side out, and it's the last thing. Usually it's side out on 3. 1, 2, 3, side out. Almost always. Here's Della Smith. Rock and fire. Be no side out on Della's watch. First set brought to us by Serve Pro. Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Now our very own Bill Held had Serve Pro over after a basement flooding situation. This one's coming to us. And yeah, it was like it never happened. The basement is completely like it never happened. There's no other way to put it. They're exactly right. Delaney continues to serve here, 16-5. She's been at that serve line for a while. 3 ball from Rylan Whitrock. And a big swing and out. So that breaks the big run for Marshfield. They've scored 16 of the last 19 points have the Tigers. They lead 16-6 now with Lincoln serving. This will be Coley Graff on the serve. Coley, just like a hockey goalie, but Coley, if I'm saying it right. Probably saying it wrong. Set, middle, swing, kill, Adler. Tigers on top of it right now. I talked to you about this weekend. Now let's get set up for Monday. Nuts Deep. Mondays were made for Mac. Get to Nuts Deep 2 for Marshfield, in Marshfield for Mac Mondays, and get one of the delicious Mac options. A whole menu of options at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Hurry in, get your new favorite. It's right there on, what is it, 8th Street? 8th and South Central Avenue? Yeah. Rapids gets it over, but the block was nifty by Laney Elmhorst. Laney on the denial. That'll put Smith to the serve line. Smith, serve, good. Received by Layla Patra. First time we saw Abigail Sarah swing. It was dug up though, but too long on the return from the Raiders. Marshfield getting close to mini set point. Those of you new to volleyball, I'll explain that when we get there. The tip is good. Yeah, good tip there from Rosenthal. She wants to hear nothing about mini set point. I don't blame her. If I were her, I wouldn't want to hear about it either. Not right now, anyway. Trailing by 12. Coach Bazzelli puts up serve instructions for Danica, and over it goes. Middle, another middle blast from Lily Adler, and the Marshfield Tigers are at mini set point. Why do we call it that here at Zaleski Sports? Very simple. 90% plus, right? More than 90% of the time. Team that reaches 20 goes on to win. So we call it mini set point. It's such a psychological advantage that team trailing looks at the scoreboard and sees the big 2-0 up there. Plus you're at 20, right? So you're almost all the way there. Just stands to reason. Mini set point. Avery Dunn, kill for the Raiders. Try to swing things back towards the way of Lincoln. They'll trail by 12. Yeah, you get to 21st, 90, even 95% of the time go on to win that set. Serve from Whitrock is good. Joust at the net. won by Natalie Bone. So Whitrock will serve it up again. Marshfield student section in their USA gear, which I totally love. Getting behind their girls. And that one didn't come over. Nope. It'll be 21-9. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Serve there from Schlagenhoff. Tigers have rotated one time in total. Too long back row, and Rosenthal points to herself, says, yep, that was my bad. The response chant, though, from the Tigers students, less than poor. Not offensive, just no creativity. I rank all these kinds of things. Another kill for Avery Dunn. By the way, popcorn. Fresh popcorn here at the field house. So, football pops their own popcorn. Girls basketball pops their own popcorn. Volleyball pops their own popcorn. Boys basketball, bad news. Bad news. Avery Dunn. Long on the serve. I hope that changes this year. By the way, Greenwood still our reigning popcorn champions, and I don't know how you can beat Greenwood in a high school gym popcorn contest. They've got, the popcorn is just really good quality. The popper has been seasoned for years, and they put hot melted grassland butter on it. I mean, it is exquisite. I'm not afraid to admit, here's an ace from Angela Barnhart. So I was over at Greenwood in February to give them their big banner they now hang from the ceiling that says Popcorn Champions of 2025, and I had a bag of it. I'd had it before, but it had been a few years, and I took a bite of it, and I actually let out a little moan. I mean, it was good. Oh my gosh, it's good. Yeah, it is exquisite. Just that melted butter, fresh, hot, melted grassland butter. Oh, yeah, so good. Marshfield a little too strong on the swing, so we'll play set point again. So this will be set point number 2 for the Tigers. Now we're done with the popcorn talk for the rest of this. So Brostowitz, we're going to have a contest of some sort every year. Here's Brostowitz on set point 2. Tigers have to scramble Smith 3-ball. Set by Dunn, middle, and down. Kill for Rosenthal. So Raiders stay alive. They're going to push this one to a third set point. Yeah, we might move to hot dogs. Well, we can't because I already know who'd win that one. May have to move to cheeseburgers or something else. But unless people say they've upped their popcorn game, set point number 3. Smith and touch, Tigers win. 25-12 final here in set number 1 as we move to set number 2. You're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
To the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointments, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
The LMC Home Improvements Fieldhouse, our home for Marshfield Tigers and Wisconsin Rapids Raiders volleyball here tonight. 25-12. Tigers on the first one, and a somewhat start where we left off. A big middle hit for Marshfield. That's Sophia Olsen on the middle. That's been the Tigers' MO here through 26 successful points. Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands, do complete furnace and AC installs, professional service in Stratford, Marshfield, and the area. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today. Turn and fire for Olsen. That was caught up to. And down, a little tip there, and well done by Natalie Bone. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Woodfield Inn & Suites, Brown's Bar, Rem's Funeral Home, G&D Wood Products. Served by Borostowitz is good. Outside, Della Smith. A bolt of lightning for Della. The Greek gods would be jealous of Della, if they ever existed. Sophia Olsen serving. And ace for Olsen, and that brings the Tigers student section to their feet. I don't know what they were waiting for. You mean that serve didn't get you up? What in the world? I love the USA theme, though. Huge fan. Number one fan. Number one fan. That'll go down as a kill for Lily Adler. I should note, by the way, libero Ruby Marty had a nice connection there that last volley. New libero tonight for Coach Faith Bazzelli. Just getting some things ironed out, just kind of getting that depth chart figured out, and Marty gets the call tonight. And through the block and down, a kill for Danica Rosenthal. You know, sometimes those position battles don't get solved till midway in the season, maybe even come playoff time, just depending on the competitiveness and the ferocity. Neck and neck race sometimes. Here's Natalie Bone on the serve, and that too long. ShedsDelivered.com, your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See the display lots in Marshfield, Medford, Wisconsin Rapids, and ShedsDelivered.com. Postgame.com. Served up by, that was Delaney. Yep. And Delaney on the set, back set as it is, and down. Kill Tigers, Abigail Sarah. She's a 5'10 junior. All right, my apologies. That's actually Lainey Elmhorst over there, 15 rather than 18. 3 ball from Whitrock, and Tigers couldn't get it figured out. Be 3 serving 6. Serve here from Colby Graff. And we're going to have, a carry. That second had some issues. Colby Graff. Now, depending on where you're from in the world, it could be Groff, right? That's, from the motherland, it's pronounced Groff. Over here in the States, maybe not. People in the chat box usually tell me when I'm saying something wrong. The chat box is empty, so I am only to assume I've got it dialed in tonight, which is highly unexpected. Here's Della Smith. 7-4. Up and over. Good receive there from Brostowitz. 3 ball Whitrock. And I don't think that one came over anyway. It'll be a point for the Raiders. And the iPad on either bench, right? So the iPad on the Rapids bench is going to show a block, and the iPad on the Marshfield bench is going to show 4 hits. So you can sometimes take those stats and just throw them out the window. Here's Rosenthal. Oh, nice floater. Good diving receive from Marshfields. And the Raiders earned that point, earned it from the serve. Tight one here early in the second. Here's another one from Rosenthal. Received by Sarah. And, Sarah, I said it right. Abigail Sarah. See, when 18 and 15 are on the front row at the same time, I'm telling you guys, it is torturous. Ponytails cover the 5 and the 8. You try to figure it out. I'm no pity party here, but it's not as easy as you might think. Gabby Niehaus on the serve. Down kill for Abigail Sarah. My thought maybe is perhaps you've got to paint the ponytail, as it lays over the number. You've got to trace it and then paint over it so I can always see what the number is. I think that'd be a good idea. John? Yeah? Paint the hair so I can still see the number? John was talking to me about hockey earlier. There's Niehaus with an ace. And hockey guys not exempt from that, by the way. Those flowing manes through the helmets, so those sometimes get in the way of things on the back of the jersey too. So it's not just the girls. Niehaus, a scorcher over the top of the net, handled though by the Raiders. And down kill for Whitrock. Next up, prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step, contact Next Step today. Shy, probably he's going to answer the phone at 7:30 at night. He may actually even be here watching volleyball, so call him and I'll make sure he answers if he's here. Whitrock, serve and ace. So again, Coach Bazzelli talked about endurance, the 2 things her team needs, confidence and endurance. Well, here's, after dropping the first 25-12, they've got plenty of gas here in the second one, and back-to-back aces for Rylan Whitrock. And that endurance, right, that energy and that muscle memory and build-up and all that, I mean, that gets stronger as the season goes on as well. And, interestingly enough, we're about halfway through the season already. I know it's September 11th, and we've all hopefully always remembered those events from 24 years ago. I certainly have. But as it is anyway, September 11th of this year. We're already halfway through, and Tigers in the net there. We're already halfway through the season, gang. I mean, Marshfield's played 18 games already. 40 is a stout number in volleyball, 40 total games, and this is number 19 already for Marshfield, so you can do the math there. I don't think that Coach Josh Knecht has 40 on his schedule. Maybe close to it, though. So you get what I'm saying. Halfway through already. Abigail Sarah kill. And that draws us even at 11. Serve here from Schlagenhoff, it looked like. Tigers scramble, they'll get there. Raiders, another point. They lead 12-11. Wisconsin Rapids, every bit the competitor here in set number 2. Tigers students getting a little restless about the scoreboard right now. Here's Avery Dunn. Received by Niehaus. Outside hit, that's a smash. And a kill for Abigail Sarah. Tigers relieved of Sarah's effort. And she is relieved of her effort. Goes to the bench. In comes Barnhart now to serve. Yep. So the 5'7" sophomore Barnhart serves it up at 12-all. Raiders scramble. 3-ball coming over. Chance here for the Tigers. Middle. Olsen. And that was rebuffed. Tigers get it over. Middle there. Sent back by Smith off of the swing from Anderson. And volley continues here at 12-all. Here's Smith again and deep. It'll be Raiders with the lead, 13-12. Express Employment Professionals, relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment. Find the right career path for you. Outside again for Smith through the block and down. So back to square at 13 this time. Olsen serve. Received by Rosenthal. Rosenthal back at it on the third hit. Picked up by Marty and down. Another kill up front for Groff. That's what I'm going to go with now, Groff. Okay, there we go. Libero comes out for a while. For a moment, Raiders were going to attempt to play with 7. If you can get away with it, why not? Here's Bone to serve. I think somebody saw. I think somebody else probably would have seen eventually anyway. And off back foot. It was a fader. Coach Knecht thinking about a timeout there. He's going to let his girls play through it. Serve here for Bone, up 2 in set 2, and Tigers somehow got that up in the air. Outside swing for Whitrock into the net. So Coach Knecht doesn't call the timeout, gets the side out. You get 2 per set anyway, so sometimes you'd like to have 2 rather than 1, or certainly 1 rather than none. Here's Natalie Delaney now on the serve. When you need them, they are helpful. And that will not come back. Delaney comes in and serves up a doozy. 15-all. Delaney serve here will break the tie one way or the other, and an ace for Delaney. So there it is, 16-15. This one creeps along. Outside for Whitrock, deep. And now it's Coach Pizzelli thinking about a timeout. Thought, though, ends without one. Tigers have scored the last 4. Here's Delaney again on the serve. Brostowitz able to slow it down enough. Marshfield back on the attack. Smith outside and too strong. So Raiders get the side out. Groff with the serve. Handled by Niehaus. Middle and down. Another kill. Rack him up for Lily Adler. 5'9" junior. Tigers again lead by 2. Coach Pizzelli looked at the scoreboard, and again, you could just see just a very, very faint thought of a timeout. Very faint, though. More of like, oh man, we got to run a couple here. Della Smith, ace. Tigers led 6-3. They lead again by 3 at 19-16. And a scramble there. Into the net where the Raiders, that ball was coming to the floor anyway. And the Tigers at mini set point. Here in the second, they did go on. They improved that 95% record, that team to 21st. We call it mini set point. Goes on to win 95+% of the time. Another ace for Della Smith. Ball goes to the concession stand. Tigers lead by 5. Timeout, Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
21-16 Tigers coming out of the Coach Faith Pizzelli Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln timeout. And again, folks, what's the number one mission out of the timeout? Side out. See if Lincoln able to execute on that. And no is the answer given by Abigail Serra. Got a full run up, one-legged leap and down. So in comes Ruby Johnson for Wisconsin Rapids. See if substitution can change things up. Della Smith serving 22-16. Outside swing coming up for Whitrock. Handled, dug up by Niehaus. Back row attack from Smith. Kill. Della Smith does it here, does it there, does it anywhere. I was the ghostwriter for Dr. Seuss, it's true. And my favorite color is blue. And you like it too. 23-16. Ace for Della. Tigers at set point here in the second. There is Smith on set point. And into the net. Anticlimactic, Della. Della's got a great sense of humor. She'll like that when she watches that one back later tonight. Here's Rosenthal, set point number 2. We had 3 set points in the first. So here's number 2 from Rosenthal. Received by Sarah. Back set and deep. Yeah, we'll have a 3rd set point here as well. We might have actually had 4 in that first. Remembering is hard. Rosenthal, set point number 3. Another back set, swing, down, kill. Elmhorst puts an end to it for the Tigers, and they take a commanding 2-0 set lead on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Back here to the LMC Improvements Fieldhouse. Tigers commanding 2-0 match lead here. Wisconsin Valley Conference play. They already come in 1-0 in conference. Wisconsin Rapids 0-1. Rapids lost to Wausau West a couple days ago. Last week, Marshfield took care of Wausau East. You figure in conference, something like this. Marshfield, Spash, Everest, something like that. We'll see how the season plays out. But conference champions, still a big thing in volleyball. They go to the playoff seed meeting, the coaches do, and they proclaim their case. And if you've got a conference championship, and I've been in a few of those rooms before, it is the very first thing coach says when they plead their case about whatever seed that they are asking for. Well, we were conference champion in so-and-so conference, and for that we should be the top seed, or however their argument goes from there. So conference champion, big deal in volleyball. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, now hiring boom truck, concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. Of course, in football and boys and girls basketball, there are no coach meetings. We use actual math that is indisputable to decide playoff seeding. But check out our weekly show for more information on that kind of talk. I won't bore you with it here. Outside swing is too deep for Bone. Got here hotline blings, and it tells me that Columbus Catholic beat Northland Lutheran in boys soccer 4-0 today. Congratulations, Dons. Northland Lutheran, I want to say Vikings, but man, I do not know. I'm drawing a blank on that one. And rising up is Abigail Sarah at the net. And I'd love nothing more than to pass along a Marshfield-Holman boys soccer final score. Just nobody sent it to me. Rosenthal into the net. 3-0 for the Tigers. And up come the American flag adorned Marshfield students in attendance here tonight. Paige Schlegenhoff. And yeah, that was beefy. BBD Sports Shop, your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. I was in the Abbotsford shop 2 weeks ago, checking it out. Here's Avery Dunn on the serve. And miscommunication there for the Tigers. Miscomms up front. They'll get it together. Here is Dunn again. Smith will receive it in the back row. And blocked out off the swing of Maria Biederwolf. Football tomorrow. I mentioned we've got 18 football games. One tonight going on now. It's Oshkosh North and Menasha. North leads Menasha 14-0 as they play deep into the second quarter. And after this next point, I'll list off the 17 football games live tomorrow, and the ace from Avery Kelnhofer. Deep breath, here we go. Mosney at Lakeland, Wapaka at Fox Valley Lutheran, Superior at Eau Claire North, McWanago at Oconomowoc, Neillsville-Granton at Durand, Arkansas, Marathon at Amherst, Colby is at Loyal Greenwood, Stratford at Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, that's John's game tomorrow, Kaukauna at Neenah, Grantsburg at Cadott, Iola Scandinavia at Assumption, Marquette Academy versus Edgar at DeForest. I'll come back to that one in a moment. Wausau West at DC Everest. Eau Claire Memorial is here at Marshfield. Wisconsin Rapids at Stevens Point. And Niagara at Newman Catholic. 17 football games tomorrow. We've got the one tonight, 18 in total. It is a new world record. It really is. Here's Anissa Brostowitz. Sophia Olsen, tip. Raiders ready for it. Oh, yeah, crafty, wise Rosenthal. Marquette Academy out of Ottawa, Illinois plays Edgar out of Wisconsin. Most of you probably knew that. And they play at DeForest High School tomorrow down in Dane County, northern Dane County. Thankfully, I don't like going that far there into that county. Various obvious reasons. Here's Della Smith on the kill. And Edgar lost their Week 4 game against Rosholt, who left for 8-player football, and Marquette Academy also had a hole on the schedule, and it was Marquette Academy had kind of put the note out around the region, right, the 3-state region or something, and Edgar answered the bell. Smith at the nets. Raiders scramble, get it over. 3-ball. Tigers load up again, and that'll be deep. And so the two teams kind of found each other, and I talked to Coach Ken Carlson out of Ottawa, Illinois, and Marquette Academy there. And he had said he just realized a week or two ago when they started prepping how good Edgar is. And I mean, it was a fun realization for Ken. And a relief. He wanted to play against a good team. He wanted to, iron sharpens iron, or however you want to say it, as a Rosenthal kill. And so the two teams kind of found each other, both putting up the bat signal saying, hey, we need a game on September 12th. And DeForest, who had hosted a recent, right, relative term, but a recent Edgar football playoff game, and Edgar found them to be good hosts. They are on the road tomorrow, obviously. And so the stadium is empty. They were willing to rent it out for the game. And so me and the rest of the Game of the Week crew traveled to DeForest tomorrow for a interstate battle. Edgar of Wisconsin and Marquette Academy of Illinois. 7 o'clock kickoff on Zaleski Sports. There you go. Here's kind of why that game's even on the schedule. Most people probably have no idea. Okay, we are 7 up with Natalie Delaney serving. My football speech is done now. But, you're a good viewer. You want to be aware of what's coming on tomorrow. I know it. And again, if you're a Wisconsin Rapids area viewer, you've got both Lincoln and Assumption, both Wisconsin Rapids proper schools. properly on the network tomorrow night. 7 o'clock kicks. So you get 2 TVs. You watch them both. Ace for Natalie Delaney. She's had a handful tonight. 9-7. Delaney again, Marshfield again, big 2-0 lead in the match, in the duel. Whitrock. Niehaus was there, and the last to hit it was in the bleachers. He's got a very nice Star-Spangled Banner shirt on, but not eligible to hit that ball. So point to Wisconsin Rapids. This will be Coley Groff again. Swing from Groff. Niehaus is there to receive it. Back set for Smith, and no. Double hit. That double made it come on that first contact by Smith. Sometimes you let it go as that referee because you're going to score the point for the team, the disadvantaged team anyway, but then it would put back in play and then you finally call that double. That will not be any kind of a call but a kill for Lily Adler. 10-9 Tigers. Out goes Kelnhofer, in comes Sarah. Now we got the old 18-15 confusing Jason on the front row bit going on. Smith will serve it. And across was the thought for Danica Rosenthal. Couldn't quite execute. Smith on the serve. And blocked down, brick wall, Abigail Sarah. I might have to talk to old Abby tonight after this game. She's having a nice game out here today. In my estimation, the volleyball purist probably would think it was somebody else, but this is what I know. Brostowitz out. Had to launch it. It was the only thing she had. Timeout on the floor. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
13-9, Tigers lead it here in the third. They lead the duel 2-0. So in full control are these home Tigers here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids, though, out of the timeout. Sarah, another blast and a kill for Abby. She got the full name on here her mother gave her, Abigail. I mean, chances are they call her Abby, right? I have not made her acquaintance yet, and we've got a rogue volleyball here on the floor. This is just a one volleyball type of operation tonight, folks. Just need the one. 14-9. Smith on the serve. And will not be returned. That was off the hands of Ruby Marty. It actually went over the netting that divides the gym during gym class here, which is still playable. By the way, if you hit it on your side of the net and it hits off of anything on the ceiling, so long as you get to hit it again before it goes over the net, that's a play on. So it didn't hit that netting anyway, but even if it did, there's basketball backboards up there and lights and rafters. Just as a clarification, if it hits anything up there, and it stays on your own side of the net, and you've got another hit left, the play continues. Which is why when they play Olympic volleyball and high-level collegiate volleyball, the ceilings are, 100, 150 feet high. That's one of the reasons why. They don't want that type of thing happening at those events. But here in the high school level, we play it anywhere. Even out of the student section off of the ace from Danica Rosenthal. Rapids keeps it close here in the third. They need the third to push a fourth set here tonight. Otherwise, it's a sweep for the Tigers. That's the situation we're in now, which is 10 points away if you're counting along at home. A kill for Lainey Elmhorst. Elmhorst on one side, Sarah at the other. Sophia Olsen has had somewhat of a relaxed night from the middle. But when needed, Olsen can blast from the middle as well. The Tigers are a tough out here in 2025. When the front row is loaded up like this. And that too strong from Rosenthal. Tigers inch towards the finish line. There's Gabby Niehaus on the serve, 5'6" senior. Ace. Niehaus will load it up again. And just out. She wanted a couple of consecutive aces, was not meant to be. But that was the aim. So back in comes Bone. Serving is Whitrock. Pretty good lineup on the floor now for Wisconsin Rapids, although the hitters are in the back row, but it doesn't matter when it's an ace from Ryland. Put all 6 in the back row if you're going to serve up aces. Whitrock again, and again an ace. Back-to-back aces for Ryland. This one becomes a little tighter down the stretch, now 14-18. It's essentially what Wisconsin Rapids needs. They need a 5-0, 6-1, 7-2 run, something of that nature. That's what they need. Tigers have to scramble to find the 3-ball. Advantage Wisconsin Rapids. And blast and a kill for Bone. Oh, there's a few. Coach Connect of Marshfield checks the scoreboard and disapproving grimace on his face. And out. Okay, well, so there were 3 straight. Again, I thought, 6-1, 7-2. You don't have to get all 10 in a row. But you need a super majority at this point, right? Super majority is 2/3. I think my math checks out. And here's Paige Schlagenhoft. Brought up by Patraw. And into the net went Bone. And the Tigers are at mini set point. It's actually mini match point now. 5 points from sewing this one up. The junior Schlagenhoft. Serve. And tight to the net. Not coming back over. Masonville Dairy post-game show comes up at the conclusion of this one. I will visit with winning coach and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game just a few minutes. Like literally a few minutes after the final point. So stay tuned for that. Hear what coach and student athlete have to say about tonight's match. That'll show up on the iPad. There's another kill for Abby Sarah. And Abby looking to talk to me after this one. I don't know if that's what she's thinking right now. Likely not, right? Sometimes you get what you get. Back row here for Patraw, and into the net it goes. And we are at penultimate match point. It's one of the great words of the English language, penultimate. It's fun to say. Schlagenhoft on the serve, received by Rosenthal. Middle swing from Anderson was good. Tigers scramble. 3-ball from Zimbo. And we are at match point. Match point for the Tigers. Paige Schlagenhoft to serve it. Lefty serve. Back set. And dug up by Zimbo and couldn't find the third though. And again, just like the first two sets, Raiders find a way to push it past the first set point. They need 8 straight points though now. Avery Dunn on match point number 2. Received by Zimbo. There's a middle hit, swing, down, kill. Sophia Olsen and the Tigers sweep the Raiders here on this Thursday night. Time now for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. Find those cheese curds in Marshfield, Cadott, and NasonvilleDairy.com. And right now, John will agree, they are in my hand as well. I've got the Nasonville cheese curds right in my hand, and that Nasonville Dairy post-game show begins right now.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, I wasn't joking. I told people at home I had the Nasonville cheese curds because they were at the concession stand along with that beautiful fresh pop popcorn out there. Here with Marshfield Tigers head coach Josh Connect. 3-0 sweep tonight, coming off of what happened on Tuesday. You and I talked before the game. You wanted the girls to respond positively, and they certainly did here tonight.
Yeah, they did really well. I thought especially our serve tonight was really well. I mean, we kept them giving free balls or roll shots almost all game long, allowing us to get into some really good positive situations of offense. So yeah, serve started us off. At times I thought we were efficient on our offense, wasn't the best, but some things that continue to work on.
Yeah, I mean, certainly a few handfuls of service aces, a couple here, a couple from Delaney and others had nice serve runs like you're talking about. Tell me about the offensive attack. One outside today, didn't use the middle a whole lot. Just tell me about your offensive attack at the net.
Well, obviously, like I said, to get the middles involved, we've got to have good solid passes on the net. We're really working with our middles, trying to stay an option when it's not perfect. Okay, and I thought they did a good job moving around. We just didn't maybe hit them as much as maybe I'd like to have seen. But the way our outsides were hitting the ball pretty well, I could see why they were setting them too. So obviously, we kind of try to spread it around. But if there's a hot hitter, there's a good matchup, we want to go with that as much as possible.
And then lastly, Coach, all set points went multiple set points. So, closing out games, is that acceptable? Is that just part of volleyball?
It's part of it. It's wanting to stay aggressive on the serve. But if it was a lot closer, then we'd probably be talking differently. But the way that we had the big leads, I'm fine with them trying to go after it and try to get maybe an ace on the swing. So,
congrats on the win tonight.
Thanks so much. Roll Tigers.
All right, we'll bring in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Della Smith. Della, big fan of good music. We found that out prior to the game, right? And it kind of figured itself out at some point. I don't know. Maybe it's better next time. I'm not sure either. Let's talk about serving. I mentioned Delaney's serve and some of the others, and you just tell me about how you pride yourself from that back line when it comes time to serve.
It always starts with the serve. So when I get back there, I'm just thinking about getting that ball in and allowing my team to get a big stop on defense. So when I get back there, it really is just me and that ball and getting it in that court.
Okay, and then we probably got to congratulate your setter a little bit tonight because you had some really big swings up there. How were your setters able to get you involved up front?
I think it all starts with our pass. We've been working really hard in the back row and just working on that pass. So allowing my teammates to get that pass and get it to that setter, and I just call for that ball. So when I get that ball, I just take every advantage I can to put it down.
Conference games are really important. 5 straight conference championships. So you and the rest of the girls know that. You start out 2-0. How do you keep that energy and that momentum through a really long season when you get to play the conference games?
I think it's just we're so hungry for that 6P champion. So I think just keeping my team focused and keeping them active in practice. So just hey, take practice by practice, game by game. So we're hungry for that.
All right, your microphone. You've done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year I think we did. Okay. So as soon as Tammy's out of our camera shot here, I'll step out of the way. I'll go 3, 2, 1. I'm Della Smith and I'm in the house. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Della Smith and I'm in the house.
Oh, that's yours?
Thank you.
Good. Congratulations. We'll see you next time, all right? All right, guys, that'll do it from here. Marshfield, a 3-0 sweep over Wisconsin Rapids here tonight. Highlights of this tomorrow, and then 17 football games live on Zaleski Sports tomorrow night. John Standifer, my name's Jason Zaleski. Have a great night, everybody.